Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, happy Monday. This is Darlene. So the earring piece has dried, and I'm going to show you how I create pendants using these earrings. I am going to be using some of the 18 gauge wire, and the reason I'm going to use the 18 gauge wire instead of the 16 gauge wire, which I would prefer to use, but I can but I can't. The reason is because this is real fragile type wood. It's not like it's really thick. So if I use the 16 gauge wire, which you know is a lot thicker, a lot stronger, once I put it through the hole and I start to wrap that wire around and really start working with it and manipulating it, there's a chance that the wood right here will break. So, and you can see how thin it is. It's not like it's real thick at all. So I have to use the 18 gauge wire. And that's cool because the 18, it's not bad. We're just going to go ahead and cut off, I don't be doing no measurements. So I'm just cut off about this much, whatever much that is. And then I'm going to take the wire, and you can see it's already like kind of curled up. I'm not going to even uncurl it. I'm going to just put it through the hole because we want to secure it. And then we're just going to fold that wire down like this. And then what we want to do is to secure it, we're going to bend that wire, take our pliers, and then hold it right here. And then we're just going to start taking the wire and then start wrapping it around. And I probably could have did this with the 16 gauge wire. I just didn't want to take the chance. So we're going to go ahead and keep wrapping it. And then this is that's what it looks like. So we're going to cut this little piece off right here. Make sure you shield it with your finger. And then if you need to make sure that it's nice and flat, make sure it's nice and flat. Carefully without, hopefully without damaging the piece. And everything is tricky to deal with. So now I'm going to straighten out some wire. And I'm going to pinch it like I always do. So we got this here. I'm going to pinch it like this, fold the wire over like we always do, and then we're going to start wrapping that wire around. And then for me, I got to come out of camera for a minute. I'm going to wrap the wire down here a little bit, around the bottom part down there, and then bring it back up. And this is why I didn't want to use a 16 gauge. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it. And then now just start wrapping that wire around at the bottom again, like that. Bring it back up. And then we want to take our wire. Where all this tape coming from on these? I must have cut something. And then we're just going to take the end of our wire, go ahead and roll it, and then roll it into the center. And then we'll go ahead and close it down up in there. And be careful because you can easily kind of bend it the wrong way. And then this is what we have. Something easy. And then because you don't want to make this too heavy, you're not going to put as much on here as I did on this one, because if you notice, I didn't thread the wire through this hole right here. I went ahead and glued a pendant on top of it. So in order to do what I wanted to do, I needed a base for this one. So I said, okay, well, I could use the earring. And then this is what I got for this one. But however, this one, because I did use the hole, you don't want to put too much on here because you don't want to make it too heavy. And then what I was thinking I'm going to do is probably use this bead right here. And then we're just going to go ahead and glue this on with some E6000. And E6000 loves to run. So we're just going to make sure we put enough on here. I'm just trying to squeeze it out so I can make sure I don't squeeze out too much, because I only need just enough to cover. And then we want to put the top back on it, because you know that E6000, it'll run all over your house. Okay. And then I am right-handed, but since this is in my left hand, I want to get it centered. So I'm going to look at this and try to get this centered the best that I can. Which is about right there. Which is about right there. And then what I'm going to do, and this will sit for 24 hours. I'm going to take some of the cowrie shells, and I'm going to put the cowrie shells right along the side. So I'm going to put 4 on here, and let's do that. Making sure that it's staying on there. And then we're just going to get us some E6000. You know it'll run, so let's see if we can find some that got some thick bottoms on them. Something like this. Just put that E6000 all along it. And then I'm going to just put it right on the side. That'll be the first one. And then we will take a second one. And I know you guys can't see this because of the angle of the camera, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to eventually work on reorganizing my work area. I've been doing that probably for some months now and still haven't did it. It just takes a lot to be moving everything around and, you know, organizing. You got to be in the mood to be doing all that, especially when everything is so situated. And I do know that, so that's what that looks like so far. I do know, like, you are not able to see what I'm doing outside of me just gluing this. And I know that. That's why I'm in the camera with at least the glue. And then once I do this, you could actually see. And that's another reason why, if you notice, when I do make items, I will keep them in the camera, like always keep showing you, because I'm aware of the angle, you know, of the camera and everything. But I didn't think about that, like when I actually set everything up in here. I was like, man, after everything was set up, I'm like, oh, I should have positioned everything and organized it in a way where it would be easy to change everything around. But that was in my mindset. So here we are. Hopefully you'll be able to see this when I'm done though. So give me a second. And we're just going to put some E6000 on here. We're going to put enough so it covers that. And we put that there. We want to put our cap back on, because you know this E6000 will run all through your house. So we'll do that. And I'm going, and the nice thing about E6000 is because it's so thick, you know, it does keep things in place. So this is what that looks like right there. And then Do I got some? Let's do this. Where's my pot? I got some tweezers in here somewhere. Got some little tweezers in here somewhere, but let me do this. I can probably do it with these things right here. So I want to put some wood pieces like right here. Oh, let me see. Hold on, because I got some up here. I got some more up here somewhere. Just all kind of stuff all over the place. And right here in this whole area right here, you guys can't see it, but it's just beads galore. I'm just like, you can come, anybody can come to this little part right here and just shop for beads. Just so many beads all over the place. And they are in like little caps and all kind of stuff. I have a bag of wood beads. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on. Okay, here they go. So I have these wood beads. And what I want to do is I want to kind of sprinkle the wood beads just kind of around wherever there's an open space at. So let's do that. I'm gonna try something with this. I'm gonna try with my pliers, and then just put just a little dab, of E6000 on here, just enough, and then we'll drop it on here. Put that one right there. And then we're just going to put these little wood pieces all around. Do just enough glue. And then we're going to put one right here. And that's what that looks like so far. And then we might be able to put one here, and maybe one, maybe here, 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 and here. So let's see if we got one that'll fit. Got to put enough of it on there too, so it'll actually stick. This is what I did. So this was the earring that I painted, and then all I did was went ahead, and this was an earring, not an earring, but this was a bead. So I went ahead and glued the bead on. We got some cowrie shells. We got some little small wood beads, and I'm gonna let this sit overnight. And I'm gonna probably I'll probably come back and make a necklace to show you guys what it looks like using some 20mm beads. If you want to see a necklace made from this pendant, let me know in the comment section. And then I will make a necklace using this pendant. If not, I won't make one. So just, let me know in the comment section if you want to see me make a necklace using this pendant. But it's just that easy. It's just that easy. If you got some old big earrings around, you can paint it and turn them into, some beautiful pendants, and then make some really pretty pieces depending on, what you glue on here and stuff. So this is that. Just a real easy pendant. But anyway, darling, night for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.